Good evening and welcome to the news. Andy Asba sworn in a ceremony at State House this morning as the new Master of the Supreme Court, becoming the second youngest individual to hold this position in the country. Andy Asba brings with him nearly 2 decades of service in the legal and judicial field, having built an extensive career marked by commitment, growth and leadership, with his most recent role as Chief Magistrate, a position he held since 2023. His appointment as Master of the Supreme Court reflects not only his wealth of experience, but also the trust placed in him to further strengthen the country's legal system.
It is certainly an honor and a privilege to have been sworn in this morning as the new Master of the Supreme Court. It's a reflection of my hard work, commitment, and dedication to justice. And this morning I've taken the oath. I've renewed my commitment to continue serving the country with integrity and professionalism. And you can rest assured that I will do by right and honor the oath that I've taken this morning.
The process of registering political parties in Seychelles is expected to become more modern and fairer. This follows a unanimous vote by all members of the National Assembly present during yesterday's sessions in favor of amendments to the law on the registration and regulation of political parties. This is the third election-related bill that Vice President Ahmed Afif has presented to the National Assembly this week. The amendments mainly concern all procedures related to candidacies, changes in political party officers, as well as sanctions that could be imposed on Electoral Commission staff who disclose confidential information. Assets Group has announced that the Rosewood Hotel Group will be operating its hotel on Assumption once it is built. The CEO of Assets Group, Abid Butt, says that the construction of the hotel has started and his company is working closely with the Seychelles Island Foundation and Island Development Company to ensure that all biosecurity protocols are followed. Mr. Butt has indicated that the hotel is expected to open in 2027 and Rosewood is an ideal partner for this project.
Rosewood, compared to a lot of the other brands, and you have fabulous brands currently present in Seychelles, we were looking for a brand that could celebrate their destination, and Rosewood does that. It's a sense of place. It is developing unique experiences for the visiting public. And as you know, you've been to Assumption, it is indeed a very unique destination. So they will be able to attract the clientele that will enjoy what the proposition for Assumption Island is. We will celebrate the environment that is there. We will educate people through research center. And our partnership with Rosewood, IDC, SIF, and Assets, I think it's a formula hopefully leading to a very successful resort development that Seychellois would be very proud of.
The Cabinet of Ministers took several decisions yesterday in its meeting. This includes an amendment to the law against financial crime and against domestic violence. It also approved for the implementation of projects in the country's electricity sector.
As it convened yesterday, the Cabinet of Ministers took note of the fiscal report for the first quarter of this year, which indicated a primary surplus of over 205.15 million rupees, or equivalent to 0.6% of the country's GDP. Supported by improved tax revenue performance, notably from business and personal income tax. While total revenue and grants slightly underperformed, expenditure remained below budget, resulting in an overall improved fiscal position. The Cabinet, however, also noted the need for budget revisions in this year to accommodate emerging commitments, including contributions to the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup and infrastructure projects. They endorsed proposed expenditure adjustments and commended the reducing debt to GDP levels accordingly. The Cabinet also approved the proposed legislative reforms to regulate the pension sector, including the Private Pension Bill, the Seychelles Pension Fund Amendment Bill, and related consequential amendments. The reforms establish a comprehensive regulatory framework under the Financial Services Authority to ensure prudent supervision, transparency, and protection of pension scheme members and beneficiaries. Cabinet also endorsed the inclusion of pension administrators as reporting entities under the anti-money laundering regulations, realignment of supervisory responsibilities, and the provision of business tax exemptions to support the development of the pension industry. The Cabinet also approved the Seychelles' second voluntary national review report on the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which outlines the national progress on all 70 SDGs. The report, which will be presented at the 2025 UN High-Level Political Forum, highlights achievement in marine protection, healthcare access, and renewable energy, while also acknowledging ongoing challenges related to economic vulnerability, demographic shifts, and climate resilience.
The University of Seychelles hosted its annual career fair today on its campus. As in previous years, the event brought together numerous organizations from a variety of fields, including business administration, the military, and finance. Among the participants were the Seychelles Credit Union, the Fair Trading Commission, the Seychelles Defense Forces, Public Utilities Corporation, and the Ministry of Land and Habitat. Secondary and tertiary students visited the fair.
The outcome for it is to bring the organizations closer to the students, so the students can have a one-on-one conversation with the organizations. As you know, students, when they complete their studies, some of them have difficulties to reach out to the organization, so this is a good opportunity for them to have the organization present here closer to where they are most comfortable.
The Seychelles Pension Fund has pointed out that 2024 was a good year for the organization. The CEO of the pension fund said that its financial assets are strong as it has expanded by 6% for a profit of 4.6 billion rupees. According to the pension fund, since December 31st, 2024, there's been an increase of 1% in the number of active members. The total active members now stand at 43,233. There has also been an increase of 1% in the number of employers contributing to the fund.
Financial performance, we've managed to record a good profit of about 90 million. Without the fair value. In terms of operational wise, in terms of members, we've also seen that there's an increase in the active members and also for the active employers. We've seen also a growth in the members fund of around 10%. And we also the way forward is that we continue with our projects. As you know, we have the Piratam project, which was launched last year in November, so that we expect to complete in fourth quarter of 2026. We also have other projects such as Le Chantier Mall, which is also on track. The procurement is ongoing, and we expect the commencement the fourth quarter of 2025. And basically, if I can summarize, pension fund is on track with all the activities for the year.
Seychelles can learn from Uganda on how it can modernize its pension fund services. This was one of the issues raised during a meeting yesterday between a 4-member delegation from the Ugandan National Security Fund and officials from the Seychelles Pension Fund. The delegates are in the country on a 3-day mission to learn more about the transition the Seychelles Pension Fund has gone through to become what it is today and how it delivers its services. Residents of Plaisance will now be able to learn to sew through a new sewing program that is being conducted at the district's administration office. The aim of the program is to help community members develop practical skills that will enable them to sew their own clothes and other materials, and which can open business opportunities. The launch of the program was held in a small ceremony at the Plaisance District Administration Office. The district has purchased 4 sewing machines from the 15,000 rupees it got from Grand Case last year. The course will start with 15 participants and will be free of charge. We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching and good evening.